Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Topis was gonna first pick Nidalee in this one. Camilla's open, Renekton is open. I feel like almost they need to ban Nidalee. Third, Nidalee is open. Nidalee first pick Camille, Renekton, Ornn. All good combos are there for Nidalee. Karsta, please first pick Nidalee. You have to first pick Nidalee. What has Pyosik in store here? Because if you see Lilia and Grace ban on blue and you don't respond with a Nidalee ban, that's crazy. It means you have something in mind specifically for the Nidalee. Maybe a Nocturne jungle, maybe a Kha'Zix, maybe a Lee Sin. Lucian ban on red 2, Syndra ban targeted towards Knight. I think Knight is one of Knight's best champions of all time. Ashe ban removed from Jackie Love. Twisted Fate gets locked in. I think, I don't know if Knight is ready to play Galio or if he wants to. Really? So Lee is the special pick that you've prepared for Nidalee. Okay. What is your answer then when the enemy locks in Renekton here? That's the question. You're gonna put Doran up against Nidalee and Renekton. So you lock in Renekton here, of course, and then maybe you can even pick AD. You can pick AD and keep calm. Because now with the Ashe ban, what it does is that it might put Caitlyn in a better prior position. Could also see a situation where you just lock Set here. Set is not too shabby to lock because it's good to have a support too in the bottom side when you have Nidalee. And I wouldn't mind that at all to just lock a Set. But Knight Set, I don't know if I remember seeing that ever. I'm super excited for this matchup. It goes without saying. I think DRX is a very, very strong team. Senna. I like the Set more, honestly, but Ashe is out, and some teams believe that Senna is the best AD after that. Does provide some CC on the W, so as long as you pair it together with the CC support, and that is a Quinn. Okay. This is going to put a lot of stock into Doran. He's gonna run Cleanse, of course, and the way you beat a Quinn is that you attack her twice. Cleanse has a cooldown, so you can survive once, and then the second time around you can go for it. I think in terms of, like, it's a skill matchup, but I think Quinn is favored for sure. It is tougher to win games with Quinn most of the time because split pushing is not that active as a thing, and I think in a lot of cases Quinn relies on the lack of information from the enemy, but doing this against 369 I think comes with a lot of risk. And from the get-go, you know, counter-picking TF and then having a better mid laner together with the Nidalee, having that prio and then hovering to the top side just makes it so much harder for Quinn. So the key thing here for DRX is, I don't know if they're going to play Ziggsbot. They're going to play Ziggsbot. Whoa! What? All right. Nocturne mid. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, Nocturne mid against TF is not bad. It really isn't. Of course, you want to W the card, look to all in, and then TF really can't get away. He really, really can't get away. And then Nocturne is pretty decent against Lee Sin too. And on top of that, it's an AD champion that works together with Nidalee. I know Vedius is pissing his pants right now. Where is Vedius? I'm going to check if I can call Vedius. Can I call Vedius? Vedius. Vedius. Calling Vedius. Vedius, answer the phone. Vedius, I'm recording my video. I'm reviewing this game as it's playing. What are you doing right now?
What do you want me to say? What do you need from me?
Nocturne mid, dude!
It's Nocturne mid, bro! I've been talking about this for so long as a counter to Twisted Fate. I even said it on the analyst desk when I was with them, with Machine. It's the counter, bro. It's the counter.
It's fucking good here. Against Lee too. It's good against Lee too, I think.
Yeah, the only problem is Quinn. Quinn does kind of screw it up a little bit. But as long as he never has to lane into Quinn, he's fine.
I don't know how to fucking predict this shit, man. I think Top Esports would win because they're better, but this draft is so fucking cocktail.
I've lost the
too?
draft. I only saw the Nocturne, and I was like, Nocturne into TF.
All right, brother. I'm gonna leave you to it.
Okay.
Catch you
good
later,
luck.
brother.
Nocturne mid OP.
I'm excited for you, man. Yay!
If you need Nocturne info, you ring me again, okay?
Okay. What build is he gonna go for? Does he go lethality or does he go your Black Cleaver Tiamat?
The standard Korean build is Tiamat into Black Cleaver into Edge of Night. Sometimes they'll do Berserker's Greaves as they're feeling it if they need more DPS, but most often you see either Merc Treads or Armor Boots.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mainly for the health CDR, but it's because you get so much base AD from your Q that you don't need a huge amount of AD from your items. So the health and the cooldown reduction is way more valuable, so you can just spam ults and you get about you get to 20% CDR insanely fast.
Yeah, makes sense. And then I guess TF needs to rush Zekas anyway. Like he's gonna go Zekas and they are so AD heavy.
Yes.
So I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, brother. Catch you later, maybe we do some games or something.
Yeah, we'll do. Catch you later.
Cheers. That was fun. I'm happy he answered. Very happy he answered. That's super cool. I'm excited for him, man. This is like a dream come true for our boy Vedius. Super fun. Wow. Anyhow, speaking of this draft, what was the last pick support? What on earth did they pick? Support. Let's just wait. I don't want to go back. I'm happy I could call Vedius. Angel, not now. This is the most hyped game ever. I love you. Okay, start the game already. Come on. Come on, lads. So Twisted Fate is going to have a hard time, man, I think. But, you know, Nocturne's always on the wave. So Thresh having prior bottom is going to be so fucking impactful. Like Draven Thresh is going to have prior bot, but it's not that one-sided as you might think. I think Senna Town can fight back in this lane, especially when they reach like level 3, 4, around that mark. Level 1, 2, 3 though, Thresh Draven, mega advantage. And if that's enough to break this game apart and make this Nocturne mid be useless, then so be it. I don't know if this is the keystone that people usually go for. I thought Lethal Tempo or... yeah, Lethal Tempo. I thought was the shit. So the idea is simply Nocturne commits on TF, man can't get away, and you block his card. That's the only defensive, you know, resource that he has, and you smack him around. Both teams are very AD heavy. This is Ninja Tabi Fest. Yoshi starting blue, both junglers pathing into topside because they kind of need to. I think TF early on should be able to fight back against Nocturne. Usually the way Nocturne lanes go is you kind of trade HP, you can find prio, you can push, but you're not going to like really pressure TF before you reach that level 6 mark. Yuyanja and Jaculov are actually getting prio here in this lane. Like Draven doesn't have super long range, so Senna can definitely look to trade, but Doran looking comfortable here. Very nice. 369 is going to regen a lot of HP off of this Doran's blade though, so he doesn't mind too much. This is common in this matchup. And then on the bounce, that's usually where we can read into a lot of the decisions of both Quinn and Renekton. Because on the bounce, this is where Renekton needs to begin to push back because he wants to make the wave crash into the tower. And if Quinn keeps pushing, that shows what Lee Sin wants to do. If he doesn't keep pushing, that also shows what Lee Sin wants to do. So now the wave, it crashes a bit too early. I think this is very comfortable for Renekton because Quinn went downward to ward. I don't know if it went into the tower actually. It didn't crash too early. This is very good control of Doran. I was misreading the minimap. You want to make it crash here on the cannon and then you're very happy. Keep in mind as well 369 has a TP over Doran, so that's also like one resource that you can use to come back. But now with the HP and the gold that Renekton has as he's catching this wave, he's not gonna have anything, have any like gold to buy anything significant like a Doran's blade. Very, very good trade. There's even borderline they can flash after this. Maybe they could commit all the way, but there's also a heal, and they were very patient to wait for the ignite to run out. So I think flashing would just be to your death. 2 wards used, Nidalee on bottom side, Lee Sin on top side. If 369 doesn't get dove here, all is good. Good restraint from DRX, but the fact that Jakilov and Yuyanja are winning so fucking hard 2v2 against the Draven is a very, very bad sign for DRX. Any type of fucking advantage is huge. And let's be honest, you know, Def Draven is not something that he's famous for. I know that he's played it a lot in solo queue, but come to think of it, you know, the amount of Draven players there are in Korea in contrast to the amount of Draven players there are in the LPL, I feel like LPL AD carries are much more ready and prepared for them. This wave is not, this slow pushing towards 369, he has no reason to commit. Oh, very nice dodge. You can Q. Oh, bro, you need to Q. You had the empowered Q, and this is a big miss. No reason for 369 to extend so far. But very important kill for Lee. He now has an advantage over Nidalee, and Nidalee is very sad. And this was a Lee Sin that did a very greedy pathing. Like he completely went for a full clear. Nocturne doesn't have a lot to say about Tusafei or attacking him at this point in the game. The lane state is crazy, but somewhat equal to what happened top, man. Yeah, the Draven was very... It's like an anime pick, you know? It didn't feel like it was like the best choice. It didn't feel like it was the best choice at all. But they just kind of went for it. Just to prove a point. That's how I feel. Like, I'm pretty confused by the Draven pick. Yeah, sorry that we didn't cover every aspect of this draft as it was happening. We called Vedius and so forth, but this is one of those drafts that I need to digest a little bit before I can give clear opinions, because I'm watching this for the first time. Yeah, the Draven... I thought for sure Draven and Thresh would win Prio level 1 at least. I thought that would be like, yeah, that's huge, that's good. And then we'll see how that progresses. But Tom and Senna won level 1. And that's such a big deal, because it means you're going to win level 2, you're going to win level 3 most of the time. And then you can decide what happens at level 3. You continue pushing or you don't. There's a timeout Nocturne, it's going to just keep pushing. So far he's following the build path. Renekton is in danger, he didn't get any value out of his TP, bought shit items as we mentioned, just refillable and boots. And Doran has a lot of value here. Has no flash though, so Knight hovering around here. I don't feel like Kars has done anything so far. Like, he hovered into bottom side once, but Senatama winning so hard, so it didn't matter. He started pathing into top, but then after he was at top, he went straight into bottom, and Renekton wasn't allowed to push all the way. Oh, Knight flashed too slow, I think, and he didn't latch on the fear. Ooh, okay. I think Yoshi can look for some food here. Oh, go! Oh, I think he could have went. I think definitely you go there, no? Maybe he's just worried because the situation is won already, but DRX are looking good in this game. The next rotation of Ultimate is what really counts, because now Chovy lost 2 summoners, and if Nocturne can get a kill on that timing, then it's going to mean a great deal. Ninja Tabi top, but Quinn is still very, very happy here. CDR boots. A little bit less value here because he buys the CDR boots when everything is on cooldown. Yeah, this is most Nidalee games we've seen in this tournament have been very, very high activity, but with Nocturne mid and Renekton top that are just getting pushed in, there isn't a lot of options. And Doran getting away with having no flash is going to be a pretty big deal. There's a Zika's Arm Guard for Twisted Fate, which honestly the next all-in because of the timeout. I don't think Nocturne can kill anybody alone. But when his ult cooldown comes down, it's going to be super, super important because, ooh, okay, Knight wasn't awake. Knight's going to die. Knight is going to die. And like with the level of sinning that is in this draft for both sides, this type of death can mean that the game is over. As silly as that might seem. This is a very, very big deal. Nocturne ult cooldown is on, TF ult is ticking, and I mean TF flash is ticking, forgive me, and they get a herald off of this too. Like, this is a very, very big deal. Senna and Tam is hero, Draven is on bottom side, and Karsa is committing. But Draven could be getting plates right now, but he's looking for base instead. And then this would have been very juicy. He went for tier. I don't think this is the game you go tier, man. This is the game you go lethality, man. You go lethality, Draven, here, man. This game is gonna be finished, done and dusted very, very fast. Or like go BT, you know, just go stats that don't. I think Manamune Draven is the wrong choice here. Like, it's very good on Draven, but this game is gonna be pace, pace, pace. It's all about pace. Draven skin is oogly, man. Oogly. Looks like a Rift Herald cosplay. Ninja Tabi is the biggest value ever in this game for everybody. Like, everyone. Like, both sides. Lee Sin going for Black Cleaver, it looks like, or is he going for Knight's Vow? Like, Knight's Vow would be pretty good here. Pretty good. Road of Ages finished, and I feel like this Twisted Fate has bolted away from any kill ranges of Knight. And I wonder if picking Nocturne is a bit chicken. Chicken. Maybe he's being a chicken. Because even if he loses this game on his Nocturne into the Twisted Fates, people are gonna be like, it doesn't matter. It wasn't a Nocturne. This doesn't decide anything between Chovy and Knight. Because this is not an original matchup. Okay, here comes Nocturne. Twisted Fate has ult, Twisted Fate. Wow, Renekton is also coming. Jesus. At least they have the Herald to win out on the temple. So maybe they can still get first tower, but that's a massacre, man. A bit of a big disconnect though between, like, on what DRX wanted to accomplish there, because Korea was the one that started this all-in. And every part of the sequence that just happened in favor of Top Esports without maybe the mid plates could still happen. Top Esports was getting 2 kills and getting the Drake. It's a good consolation prize, but like, the reason I don't think this is that good for DRX is because I think they could have secured the first tower top regardless and gained all of that gold. But good presence of mind of Chovy to not TP into bottom side, and maybe Renekton overcommit here. Because DRX are the ones all-inning here, and the root lands, and I think if this just was the trade and that's enough, it would have been ideal. And then Renekton shows up. Okay. DRX still giga far ahead in gold. Like, TF got a lot of plates there, Quinn is super, super strong, and this Nocturne is itemizing lethality. I don't know if this is the game you want lethality, man. Like, armor is such a premium stat for the enemy already, and you're just making it more luxury. This is some cheap, luxurious goods. It's a Zika's Armguard or Chovy already, like, Knight is never gonna kill him again. Well, as I mentioned before, you know, that one time Nocturne died and gave up the Heralds. Like, that was game-shifting moment. The Herald is so meaningful, and I don't really know at what point this Nocturne, Nidalee, and Renekton will ever be useful. And Pyosik on his Lee Sin impresses. No Knight's Vow, Black Cleaver into all these tabbies. Okay. I guess Nocturne's fucking useless, and Jackie Love is playing Senna, so he can't carry him in this world. Excuse me. A very long day. Shit, I'm on World's broadcast tomorrow, actually. I don't see a way in, honestly. I don't see a way in for top esports. Like, Senna being fed is just not that impactful. It's just not impactful enough. They need to do some crazy shit in team fights to get away with a win here. Like, DRX is super winning in this position. Like, they're up a whole piece. And these are two Grandmasters battling it out. Zonya's finished. Oof. Only way I see like some kind of room is if like top esports farm the Quinn on side or something, but that requires Quinn to play bad. And Doran has no pressure on him at all to make something happen. Renekton is very sad. And in these spots, it's Nidalee doesn't like buying Athenes too much. Like, Athenes is obviously a great item on Nidalee, but when you get so little value from magic resistance, it's not preferable. Okay, Korea trolling a bit. Casa getting it. I think top esports have no reason to continue. Instant cleanse from Chovy. Very nice. But I think chasing into here is a mistake. They're going for it. Holy shit. It's Nocturne OP or what? What the fuck? Yeah, my read on this game is just so off. I thought here you can't chase. I thought here you Gucci. But then Tobias will just continue. Look at the damage. Like, Quinn just disappears, man. I guess my read is just off, guys. Forgive me. What a wild game. I didn't expect Nocturne to snap the Quinn in half like that. Jesus. This is a Ninja Tabi gap and bot gap. I guess like bringing up the conversation of Jackie Love again and being on the Senna, like maybe in this situation, considering the enemy draft, it is actually meaningful that Senna is so far ahead. Like I'm obviously comparing it to other AD carries that would be more far ahead here, but she's sitting on 2 core and that all did a lot of damage. Wow. Well, I did say that if Tobias is gonna figure it out in one way, it has to be through the team fights. And the fights, they just kind of ran them over with these tabbies. Oh man. What a madman. What the fuck? Mad thing, man. Still not a fan of the Manami on Draven. Rihanna is just wasting flash. Too worried about the full armor Renekton here. This is such a classic DRX draft though, man. It's like, it works until it doesn't. Now it feels the opposite. Now after watching this fight, I feel like DRX, the only option they have is just playing through split and looking to catch the Renekton off, but he's itemizing for it, and Tama's gonna reach level 11, there's gonna be a Senna ult, and you can definitely fight back against that. I'm curious because he said that Quinn is a counter to Nocturne, but I feel like if you... Can you outplay it in a way where you Q and E at the same time and then the Nocturne like blocks it? Like blocks the wrong spell? Because here it seems like the moment Q is landing, that Nocturne is catching up even to the Quinn that is Eing away. Well, I guess my read wasn't completely off. I did say the only way they win is if they keep killing Quinn on side and they win team fights. So it wasn't too terrible. I have to admit that I was a bit in shambles there after that fight. Draven just too useless. Draven Trash too useless. Can't win. This is not going that fast, man. And Draven's not around, and there's a ward. Yikes. That's a zoom ward right there. Very neat. And now the conversation turns into, can Quinn and TF do enough damage before Soul Point is on? And I think no. I think really no. And then the next question is if the summoners are enough to make them survive. Yeah. The mountains are really hurting as well, man. Now I feel there's no winning for DRX. Well, I felt it ever since that fight happened and Quinn died. Then my opinion just shifted to top esports can't lose because Quinn and TF can't cause enough damage in the side lane to justify the deficit. To justify the deficit in fights. And I just have to say that this game was a big bot gap. Insane bot gap. Like a monster bot gap. Yanja mistimed his eat. Well, it's fun to see drafts like this, but I don't know. Just like TF Lee Sin first rotation when you don't see enemy mid. It's just a bit too rich, in my opinion. Tamken's ult is so long range at rank 11, but I think here top esports are just throwing. Like Nocturne got caught, just let it go, you know? Ooh. 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 Okay. Okay. What the fuck are you doing, top esports? What the fuck? Not getting caught, let him go. Like, that's a mistake in the first place, but then you just completely run it down. Is it decided, guys? Damon wins worlds? Like, Nocturne has no business being so far up. Like, look at the timing of his mid. Like, his mid just cleared mid, like the wave, and he's walking so far forward for this wave for no reason. He could just wait here, and then his bot, like his mid people are just gonna be on time. He's just pressing way too hard here. Not sure if I agree with the rapid fire cannon purchase here, because the what's it called? The range of all the people that you're going to hit is like in close proximity, and that makes me like it less. Drake spawns in 1 minute and they're already face shaking here for no reason. Draven is nowhere to be found, so this is not good fight for DRX. DRX is very disconnected, man. They're chilling in this bush, but what's the idea?
I thought of an interaction that TF can use in order to save himself from Nocturne, is that when Nocturne ults on him and as the card is about to land, you press R to pop his W. Obviously, Nocturne can press W deeper and deeper, and that is, you know, if he reacts perfect, then he's in favor. It's something that you can do if he, like, presses W too soon. I think that's how it works. Okay. Yeah, I didn't understand DRX chilling in this bush. Like, what on earth? Would love to hear the casting. That would be pretty funny. The problem with Quinn, I feel, is that like Cannon against Renekton makes more sense because you're actually useful in fights, and Quinn is not so useful in fights. It always devolves into like a split push game, and like playing a split push game, relying on that in a lot of game states is just completely unreliable. Like what are you gonna do splitting now? 28 minutes into game, and the next fight can decide the game completely. Like the game needs to go deeper, and you need more Drakes, and Quinn doesn't help you achieve those Drakes. Chovy's taking a lot of damage, career flash into nothing. Jakilov can heal everyone up. The cards are landing. Root missed, and okay. DRX lived to fight another day. The wild cards are definitely helping, but Jakilov's healing is gonna stack up. Oh, good card, but once again, Yuanja hitting him so late. It's a bit troll. And the stopwatches are gonna make a huge difference in the next fight. Like, stopwatches can deny a lot of what Renekton and Nocturne want to achieve. I like the Solari purchase. Renekton ult into Solari. Insane combo. You have more. You have bonus health. Very insane. There's an Infinity Edge Senna, but we've all seen the Reddit post with the math. Okay, that's a flash before the next big fight. I think they can just take it easy. I think at this point you just play on Jakilov's range. The man has a rapid fire cannon. He can easily like just hit. Look at him go. He can just hit, boom. Jakilov is a monster, man. He has the Yuanja eat, no problem, and there's Chovy. And that should also be game. Bottom wave is huge. Nash is alive. Look at that fucking Senna range. Senna is so strong now. And Senna was winning out lane, and I couldn't predict that the game would go this way. Props to anyone who did. That's the end. Tobias was winning through the sheer force of just being individually better, and I just bot gapped really hard. Holy Jakilov flashing over his town Coco. It just looked so clean. Oh, Jakilov bringing the memories back to some of the DRX players. Well, only Chovy. Because IG beat Griffin. Wow, what a fucking game, man. I didn't know they would end this way. What an absolute fucking wild party.
This is a really exciting team to watch, and finally able to make people look up to a team other than Damwon.
Well, Atlas, this was a pretty exciting game because I think that it really gives us a look into what we can expect when the two teams collide yet again, and what it could mean. Because Top Esports, they strategically outplayed DRX inside of this game. They came back from deficits. 369, even though he got pulverized in laning phase and fell down, brought himself back into it and managed to actually be much more useful than Doron was.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you mentioned that this is a team, this is a composition, sorry.
Well, all in all, I agree with the notion there. Like, I think this is just a struggle of Quinn. I don't think she can achieve much in the game. She got killed when she didn't need to be killed by the Nocturne. This final fight, just Jackula 4-core and way too many souls. I don't know how many souls he has here, but it looks like his range is so fucking long. Like, he just walks forward and towers everyone down with the extra move speed. There we go, one snap. Rapid fire cannon is gonna come back. Boom, another snap. 250 damage crits, and then boom, and then they just chase. Approach velocity is busted, and Renekton is going to be more useful than Quinn in a lot of fights, unless the fights are like very skirmish heavy and Quinn can like snipe one before that happens. Like, Quinn wants to roam, and it's a bit of a almost solo queue champion. You want to roam and you want to impact mid through top. But this game, DRX were winning. They were ahead in gold. But the issue all along was just Draven was so useless. Like, Draven was so damn useless this game. And that's sad. Okay. Next video coming up is, of course, a summary. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.